Buddy, good morning. You know, you all been seeing that oxygen line sticking in my nose most of the time, haven't you? Well, as I get older, and as every day goes by, I'm more dependent on that little line that comes from a machine that takes oxygen out of the air. And that's a reality for me. I'm not afraid. But I'm going to enjoy the time that I have. I'm a musician. I can't play anymore in the public. And so I'm giving you my music this way for as long as I can. And you know, it feels really, really good. But you know what? As I sat down today, my machine went off and started blinking. I had to go back and realize that it wasn't working right. I have a backup machine. Well, what if that one doesn't work either? What do I do? I can't just run down the street. I can't even walk. So I thought I'd send a little message out there, see if anybody hears it. Anyway, so I'm going to tell a little story about me. Today. That's what's going to happen here. Anyway, so it might be out there for a day or two. Somebody might take it down because they say, hey, we can't listen to that shit. It's too destructive to our brain. Anyway, I've been losing brain cells all my life for one reason or another. And now I have one that's called lack of oxygen. So it's a good excuse, man. I walk into a store and somebody says, you're lost? And I said, no, I'm just killing brain cells or whatever. But no, it's a true deal. You know, we have to take care of not only our own bodies, but everything. And if something happens and something is done to our bodies where we have to be dependent on a machine, that's the way it is. But my message, as you'll find out in this song, here we go. Hey, I picked a jazz samba just because we're doing a slow dance. We're doing a slow dance toward kind of destruction. We really are, you know, we really are. It sounds repetition, and we will add to it. I'm gonna tell you the real situation about my health. I'm gonna tell you the real situation about my health. It's a simple one, very simple. I depend on a machine to let me breathe. I depend on a machine for the oxygen that lets me carry on the day and face the next day also. I have to make sure that the machine is operating properly, or I will not survive till tomorrow. You know what that taught me? We all depend on oxygen. We depend on water that is derived from oxygen. In this world we live in, take it from me, without the oxygen, I would swivel up, I would shrivel up like a rose. It looks really good, so we want to take it home and watch it and enjoy the view of it. And we nurse it with water, we nurse it with water. Be aware, be aware. Be aware, 'cause it won't last too long. It has been pulled from its necessity requirements. It needs to be in the earth. It needs to be in the earth. We can give it some chemicals that help it last, but eventually they'll rose. But the flower hangs its head in dismay before it's gone, before it's gone. So how could we have kept the rose alive? We should not have pulled it out of the ground in the first place, or cut off its flowers. We should have planted a rose bush to have the true flowering. And the message I'm trying to send is that when we destroy the air we breathe, when we destroy the air we breathe, most of us just think there will be a machine to keep us alive. What does that machine do, man? It takes the air out of the oxygen out of the air and sends it in a higher concentration to the one that can't breathe. The equation ain't gonna happen to us. The equation isn't gonna happen to us. We have to make the change to save the world. The end is coming if we keep doing what we're doing. I won't be here anymore. I will leave you early. I won't be here anymore. I'll leave you early, 'cause I won't be able to get enough oxygen. I will say goodbye. I will say goodbye. I will be the example of what you're gonna face. I will be the example for what you're gonna do. Save the planet, man, save the air. Save what we can, it's not that hard. Don't be so selfish, don't be so selfish. The money you make now will kill you later. The money you make now will end your life. Sooner, 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 sooner than you think. Sooner than you think. Well, I don't know. I'm not being selfish at all. I've been playing this game with oxygen for quite a few years, and I'm used to it. It's okay. But you know, the higher I go in elevation, the worse it gets because the air is thinner. Can you imagine in 20 years if the air is half as thin as it is today? It'll be like you're standing on the top of Mount Everest. You can't hardly do anything. And if you have a machine that gives you oxygen, it's working like a monster, man. It's just trying to give you more oxygen concentration, and there's not enough oxygen in the air to do that. So the machines, if we go that way, will take all the oxygen out of the air and even cause more pollution faster than ever. We just have to keep our natural resources alive. It's so simple. You can help me live longer if you help yourself live longer. It's so easy, man. Life expectancy is just that. The length of time that we're expected to survive. Nobody's figured in the length of time that we will survive if we keep destroying our world. Anyway, I'll shut up. It's not a vendetta because it's not going to harm me either way. Think about it. I'm talking out, but it's not going to alter my situation. It'll alter yours. Anyway.